I'd like to call this meeting of the Festus City Council to order. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Here.
Councilman Underwood, Councilwoman Templeton, Councilman Weiner,
Here.
Councilman Dennis,
Here.
Councilman Venz,
Here.
Councilman Cook,
Here.
Councilman.
We do have a quorum. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda. Tonight, our bills, the total bills are $629,746.41.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the consent agenda. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood, Councilwoman Templeton,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Tennant.
Yes. Consent agenda passes. Remarks of visitors, Mr. Povich.
Yeah, I've been here since the Corona China plague has happened about a year and a half. But ain't a good day alive being Festus, huh? Okay. I want to thank our Lord Jesus Christ, our founders, our military past and present, our first responders, especially our police force. For without them, there would be complete chaos and anarchy. Their tour of duty never ends. And if I want to say a prayer in your own way, some during the course of the meeting, an officer got murdered today in Georgia. Item 1, the edict of the city of Festus to prohibit buying or selling tobacco products to under those 21 years of age. This edict appears to be well-meaning to some extent. Henceforth, it is not a simple matter. There are many areas perilous to one's health. High fructose corn syrup, diet soda, whiskey, beer. A lot of people don't know it, but there's some ingredients that are in beer that are in antifreeze, propane glycol. High trans fat, carbohydrates, and fireworks are bad for the environment. And they have a lot of bad chemicals in them. Medical cannabis, marijuana also cause lung cancer. And no helmet laws for motorcycle riders and owners. People under 21 pay income tax. People under 21 serve and die for our precious American ideals and freedom. Half of the 13 military murdered by the Taliban scumbags were under 21 years of age. What needs to be outlawed is fluoridated water, which is an existential systemic poison that mutates the enzyme in the human body, as well as the endocrinal system, as well as the body as a whole. As ADD and the ADHD are affiliated with the pineal gland up here in your brain, it destroys the iodine, which marginalizes the thyroid gland efficiency. And there is a thyroid epidemic in this country. What we have here in this is tobacco edict for those under 21 is classical government bureaucratic outreach. One might even refer to this as tyranny. It violates the Nuremberg Code after World War II, and that's something to think about. It affects everybody. And there's a book a guy wrote some time ago about Germany. They thought they were free. After a while, they had the whole country was Nazi, you know. Item 2, Savannah Place homes, 77 homes, and Horion Roads, 811 Horion Roads, 8 houses. They all have 2-car garages. And speculative, at least half of them are going to have 2 cars. This will be too much traffic in an already congested area. This will accelerate much more carbon dioxide. These 2 developments severely impact the carbon emissions and footprints, as well as the severe impact on the natural watersheds by the many impervious surface obstructions. The retaining pond for 811 Hawaiian Road development should not have been approved. It was a complete lack of rational judgment. This pond needs to be constantly maintained. The dangers that include are possible drownings, sediment, and the depths of the retaining pond, as well as toxic heavy metals and contaminants. Also prevalent will be the toxic algae blooms, which threaten the lives of children and pets. Serious illness will occur if ingested or even contact with human skin. Invariably, these two developments were an irrational evaluation of the facts, an insidious miscarriage of ecological and basic traffic safety. The main cause of flooding of the 811 Hawaiian Road project, and I got paperwork here from the Department of Natural Resources, is that a culvert was not put in when the sidewalks were installed. I mean, God help us. I mean, you're supposed to monitor somebody that does work, you know? It's unbelievable, but it never should have been approved. And I've got, let me show you one more thing. I got some printouts here for everybody up there. Okay, this is a typical spring. It's a typical winter. Flood the whole driveway, it floods all over the field. Now, how are they gonna build houses here? And a retaining pond is not gonna help. There's an underground spring there. And the ground is like marshland. I mean, it wasn't a smart thing to do, you know? But I want to voice my my feelings on these matters, and I believe they're very significant. And I'm gonna give these to pass around. You say you got 10 people or 9 people, you pass around, each person has one. But that's something that needs to be addressed. It never should have been approved. I mean, I know they said, well, I've been talking to somebody and they said that, well, P&Z approved it. I was on P&Z. That's the formality. The council is the one that makes final decision. You know, I mean, when I was on P&Z, I was the only one that didn't raise my hand yes all the time. You know, I'm a rational human being. I'll just right for the people. You know, and it's pretty bad. I just baffled that this whole thing wasn't evaluated. There's gonna be an awful lot of cars down there. I mean, there's a lot of cars down Hawaiian Road now. And
Mr.
at least 120.
Mr. Povich, your 5 minutes is up.
Okay. At least 120 more vehicles. But I know we all pass these around.
Thank you for your comments. Bids. Our first bids from the street department for the purchase of a new international single axle dump truck with snow plow and spreader.
Yes, sir, that's me. Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council, before you this evening, you're going to have a number of purchase requests. And as Councilman Cook pointed out to me earlier in the week, we're doing this because, well, number one, we're pretty anxious to get all these new items. And number two, they're pretty hard to get your hands on. Lead times are 6 to 12 months, we're being told by a lot of these manufacturers. Supplies are short. And so by no other reason than just simply that, we want to make sure we get the things that we've been given the budget to buy. So tonight, the first item is that international dump truck. Thank you. $158,163.
And that is with the dump bed, snow plow, the spreader.
Yes, sir.
That's the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
I'll entertain a motion to accept the bid of $158,163 for the new international single axle dump truck with snow plow and spreader.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Benz,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Templeton,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood, Councilman Boyer.
Yes.
The request is passed. We can buy the truck,
Thank you.
at least get it on order.
Yeah.
Next thing we have tonight is a purchase of a new Freightliner tandem axle dump truck bed.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, members of the city council, again, same story as before. This is the tandem. This is the bigger truck, the one that we don't generally use for snow removal. This is one we use during construction. Replacing this truck was budgeted $150,000. We're asking for you to allow us to purchase the truck on a bid cooperative for $146,217.
146,217.
Affirmative.
Any discussion?
I would hope that you would get this ordered yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
Because-
being told, especially in the tandem, I believe that from what the dealer told Shane was that there's only 20 of these, I think, being made this year. That's the allotment is 20. And if we don't get one of the 20, you're out 12 months. That's all they're going to produce for this region in 2021.
Sure. We went car shopping and there are no cars,
Yeah.
We went tire shopping and there were no tires, so the supply chains are messed up right now. So
Indeed.
get that in there as soon as you can.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other comments? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the bid for $146,217 for a Freightliner tandem axle dump truck and bed.
So moved.
Motion's been made. Second. And seconded. All those in favor say up. Roll call, please. Sorry.
Councilman Benz,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yep.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood, Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Templeton.
Yes.
That has passed. Matt, you can order that truck.
Thank you.
Next thing we have on is the purchase of 11 galvanized salt spreader stands.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Last meeting, Councilman Boyer pointed out that he thought that these were on the budget. They indeed were. We're going to buy a whole bunch of them. We did get a demo. We got to see how they worked. I've used them in other places I've worked, but everybody needs to see it and get on board. We're all on board. We're ready to buy them. We'd like to get 11 of them. It's a big safety thing. And by moving them over to the garage area, to the maintenance shed, the upper shed, we can then utilize where the racks were for more storage and get more things under roof. We've got trucks and other equipment that are out under the stars and under the rain today. And this will help us get everything under roof too. So it really serves two purposes.
Any discussion?
Watched the video on it. It's definitely,
It's pretty slick.
it's a pretty good deal.
Yep.
Safety wise, efficiency wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew
Yeah.
Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to purchase 11 galvanized salt spreader stands for $33,372.
So moved.
Oh, I'm sorry, 572.
Second.
33,572.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
Gotta watch.
Finance director. Yeah. Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood, Councilwoman Templeton,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Benz, Councilman Cook,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen.
Yes. Motion passed. Go ahead and purchase the galvanized salt spreader stands.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Next thing we have on tonight is a purchase of a new Ford F-250 4x4 pickup.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. Again, for your approval, we have two trucks. This is the first of the two this evening. Both of them are being purchased off the state bid cooperative. This first one is going to, excuse me, it's going to, looks like street department.
Yep.
For $30,818.
Any discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the bid of $30,818 from Joe Mackens Ford for a Ford F-250 pickup.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Cook, Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilwoman Templeton,
yes,
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood.
That motion passes. You can buy that pickup truck. Now we have for the water department, the purchase of a new F-250 4x4 pickup.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, second verse is same as the first. I'm requesting to purchase pickup truck. Only difference this time is we're buying it for water distribution and Chuck expect it slightly different. So the amount is $30,953.
Painted to,
Oh, we're getting the white ones, right? That's what you gonna like is the white? Red, always red. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think they are race red.
Race red.
Yeah.
That's our favorite color.
we are any color.
That's right.
I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion's been made
Second.
and seconded to purchase a Ford F-250 4x4 pickup for $30,953. Roll call, please.
Councilman Cook,
Yeah, yes.
Councilman Tenen,
Yes.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood, Councilwoman Templeton,
yes,
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis.
Yes.
Motion passes. You can buy that truck.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're done for the year. That's right.
This isn't even half. This isn't even half. You wait till next meeting.
Next thing we have on for bids is purchase of commercial gym equipment.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mayor, members of council, as you guys know, city and council are afforded the fantastic opportunity to use our gym in the back at no cost. It is a great gym. I take advantage of it less often than I should. But to that end, we are looking to replace some equipment. The equipment's detailed for you in the memorandum, various pieces. If you're wondering who is going to be turning those 100-pound dumbbells, I'm sure that it's not, no? Okay. It's not me. But we had a request. There's a certain officer who is as big as a grizzly bear that would like to have those 100-pound dumbbells. So we're going to get him his dumbbells, but everything else is for the general population's use.
Is there any discussion?
So actually, you can't judge a book by its cover. And Corey also does 100-pound dumbbells.
Is there any other discussion? If not, I'll have a motion to accept the bid of $7,366.58.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood, Councilwoman Templeton,
yes,
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Venz,
Yes.
Councilman Cook,
Yep.
Councilman Tenen.
Yes. Motion passes. You may purchase your wellness equipment.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, everybody hold on to your seats.
I got Matt beat. A little higher.
We have a bid for a new fire truck, which is $816,933.
That
Chief?
is correct. Let me start off by saying this is no easy, quick process. We started this back in April. Just to hopefully that we would go on the budget this year. So we started this process. We met with 3 different vendors multiple times, basically gave them a list of what we wanted, decided which one would come back and give us the best truck for what we need. So the truck we picked was a Rosenbauer truck through Sentinel Emergency Solutions, and we want to try to purchase this truck through the HGAC, which is a consortium pricing program, which is basically like a state bid. You should have all the information in there. The HGAC contract through Rosenbauer and HGAC. There's a contract that the city of Festus entered into back in 2016 through HGAC. So we're also a member of the HGAC. So there's a breakdown of different ways we can pay for this truck. 80%, 90%, 100% down. The truck's price was $843, $438.16. My recommendation is to buy the truck at 100% down, which will cost $816,933. And that's my recommendation.
So it saves us 30 grand to pay it down.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's 13 months out, just it's like Matt's saying, but that's typical fire truck. Right now they're 13 months out on a build. So we're not going to see this probably till next December.
Well, that is like Matt's truck.
Yeah.
We're ordering gas trucks and you just don't know when you're gonna see it.
Right.
I mean, they give you an estimate, but everything is well
It used to
behind.
be 10 to 12 months. They're saying
Yeah.
13 months right now. So parts
Right.
are.
Chief, what's this replacing? Remind
This
me
will
again.
replace our 1999 Pierce, which is 22 years
22
old.
years old. So what does that make our ladder truck then?
It's 11 years old right now. So we'll
Okay.
look at replacing that in 9-10 years, probably 20 years on a truck.
Thank you.
Usually what we've been going by. This is a little bit bigger than our last truck we bought. Not much, couple feet. The reason we did that was just for the build for the future.
Does it come with a Dalmatian?
No. What house it we'll buy one. We'll get a Dalmatian. You can keep it at your house.
Is there anything in this truck that you want that you're not getting?
No, the truck, they built the best truck for us. They put a pretty good proposal together for us. Actually, they went above and beyond, to be honest with you, for the price. Like I said, we did meet with 3 vendors. This wasn't the lowest. The lowest was like 7,000 lower. The highest was 40,000 more. So we're in the middle, but we're pretty close to the low one. We do need some equipment. However, I couldn't put that equipment in this because the equipment is not HGAC certified. So I couldn't put that in with this bid. So we'll have to purchase that separately.
Is there any other discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion to accept the bid from Sentinel Emergency Solutions for $816,933.
So moved.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded. Roll call, please.
Councilman Cook,
Yeah.
Councilman Tennant,
Yes.
Councilman Benz,
Yes.
Councilman Dennis,
Yes.
Councilman Boyer,
Yes.
Councilman Weiner,
Yes.
Councilman Underwood, Councilwoman Templeton.
Yes.
Motion passes. Chief, put it on order.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
There goes my,
Do we have any ordinance or resolutions tonight?
No, sir.
New business, request for trick or treat on Main Street.
We have a request, used to the Downtown Business Association, Chris Hagan always did this, the Great Pumpkin Festival. They've changed it up a little bit this year, calling it Trick or Treat on Main Street. It's going to be Saturday, October 30th from 10 a.m. to noon. They would like the road closed from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Any discussion?
Is that okay with the PD?
Yeah, we don't have an issue with it. We pretty much do it every year, so.
Is there any other discussion? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the trick or treat on Main Street for the 30th of October from 10 to 12.
So moved.
Motion's been made
Second.
and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Hearing none, motion carries. Madam Clerk, would you notify them that they can do it?
Yes.
All business.
We have none.
Well, Councilman Cook.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Greg, quick question for you. Got a few texts on signs that have obscenities on it. Is there anything we can do on that as a city?
Yeah, I wish we could, Mike. I know in particular, Judy's here tonight. We had a very good talk on Friday. Just good to visit with you, Judy. The blank Biden signs or flags, I think were the ones that we were discussing. Obviously, there's obscenities involved, but it's also political, which makes it protected speech. I know this is something that Brian has been looking at, not just for us, but for other municipalities, if you'd like to elaborate.
Sure. This is something that I've researched and there is, I think, ample precedent, both in Missouri and throughout the country that Greg's correct that First Amendment protects virtually all speech, including offensive speech. Really, cities can regulate kind of, I guess they call them fighting words that are uttered face to face, but that's about it. And in light of a Supreme Court decision in 2015 regarding municipal sign codes, pretty much anytime you're looking at the content of a sign to determine whether it's permissible, you're going to have a problem with the First Amendment.
So if we would look as a city as into an obscene ordinance or obscene ordinance, something like that, that would kind of be not recommended.
No, and I know
Okay.
this was something that the state of New Jersey just had come up specifically with the blank Biden flags. A city tried to enforce an obscenity or not obscenity or an obscene ordinance, obscenity ordinance, and that was struck down. It is a very tricky road to try to get down when you're talking about First Amendment rights. And it's despite the fact that it's something that may make you upset, or the use of the word may make you upset. Political speech, especially more religious speech, it's all protected speech under the First Amendment. I don't know if there would be anything else.
There's really not much more to add to it than that. Yeah, it's all going to be protected.
Okay, I appreciate it. It was brought to my attention and I told him I would bring it forward. As far as the retention basins, heavy metals and stuff, City of Festus is a co-permittee of the MS4. The MS4 regulates water quality. So that's not a concern I have. Last but not least, I want to thank all the employees from the library down to the parks. They're the backbone of the city. I think they've been doing a great job. I've been very happy with everybody. I just want to say thanks and stay safe, please.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Dennis.
Well, sorry I'm not there tonight. Had a sinus infection, just kind of staying away from everybody to be on the safe side. But I certainly want to be the city of progress. It's good to see that we're getting our bids and our equipment in. Makes me very proud. As far as the Horine area, which everyone knows, I lived there most of my life. I believe we take no decision lightly when we research or do anything, and we're not going to make everyone happy. but that's progress and that's part of what we do. I do think the speed sign over there has helped immensely. I visit those construction sites on a regular basis, and I find them to be kept somewhat clean and done everything by the book. But as far as not accepting recommendations from our other committees, that's why that the chain of command is there. It's always on us, but we never take any decision lightly. And we look into every possibility to be fair. I don't think you can find a better city, better staff, better crews that'll do any better job anywhere. And I believe that with all my heart. So I just want that to be said, having discussed some parts of town that I know very well, that it looks nice over there. The police department is doing a very good job of keeping the speed down. We have a sign. We're very conscientious about anything we do as far as work or permits or anything else. So I just wanted to make that very, very clear that I do keep a close eye on it. And I think we're doing a wonderful job in all of our departments throughout the city. And I thank you. That's all, sir.
Thank you very much. Councilman Weiner.
Well, Kevin, I kind of, not pride, but I kind of become a cheerleader up here every once in a while, but you kind of took the wind out of my sails there. So
My apologies.
that's a great compliments from both you and Mike about the city workers, so, and very, very true. Just as Councilman Cook was talking about the obscenity and so on, I'm sure that upsets a lot of people. It doesn't make me happy either, but you know, we live here in America, and because things are protected by the First Amendment, those are unfortunately a situation that we have to absorb. But it looks to me as if you know, when I'm in town here, you know, when you drive around and you see "You Can Do It," you see Comtree with Einstein placards, or just these inspirational banners up, or you see like different churches that have positive notes and everything. And I think when someone does what these people have done, I think you kind of cross a moral threshold. And I remember something when the Rams left St. Louis, and Stan Kroenke, you know, was the object of a lot of criticism at that time. And I think it was Brown and Crouppen at the time. And they said, just because you can doesn't mean you should. And, you know, I think they've crossed the moral threshold. I think that they are, you know, when you start talking about school areas, when you're on major roads, and we're all parents, grandparents, friends, and we pride ourselves in a clean city where we work, where we play, where we eat, where we shop. And it's taken a lot of effort for us to become the city that we have become. And it's unfortunate that some people kind of are rubbing our nose into that a little bit with the signage that they have. If, you know, it doesn't matter who the object of the verb is, it could be anybody and it would be upsetting. So that's all I have to say, Mayor, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. Councilman Boyer.
I've basically talked to Doug here before the meeting this evening. We've had a little problem with some crime over in our area, but other than that, they've covered everything that I was going to talk about also well for the city. So have anything else? I don't have.
All right, thank you. Councilman Underwood.
All departments are looking good. All departments are looking good. I appreciate the opportunity to say so.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Templeton.
I, of course, agree with everything that everybody else had said, but one thing that nobody had mentioned was Barb. I've gone to the food trucks. I have gone to different events. We've heard music in the park. We've heard all these different things that are going on, the new website. So just having the ability for people to get back out and do things, and there's enough space for everybody out at Kreitz Park. We don't have to sit in each other's laps. So just bringing stuff back as it's been suitable to do so and giving people the opportunity has been very nice. Whether you hear it or not, the food trucks are a huge hit in this area because it's just something different than what we normally have. So definitely thank you for, bringing a little bit of something new to the area. Greatly appreciated. That's it.
Thank you. Councilman Vance.
Same for ditto for everybody. I mean, that's very good. The city is really looking good. It's proud to live in, proud to, like you said, it's great. And other than that, I don't have much else to say except that, ditto to everybody what they said about it. So
Thank you. Councilman Tenon.
I really don't have anything to say. Those guys stole all my words and everything, so I'm done.
All righty, thank you.
About to cry over here.
Well.
Go first next week.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
This has been a very busy weekend for the city and for the school district. We had a great homecoming parade and homecoming festivities. We won the football game, which is good. The celebration that Main and Mill put on Saturday was really good. It's crowded. People came out to it. It was real good. It was so good, as a matter of fact, for those of you that follow Facebook and so forth. Main and Mill was closed Sunday, and so was the Brick, because they sold out Saturday night. They had no more food left, so they had to wait for delivery today. But it was a great weekend, and of course I double everything that everybody has said here tonight. Especially about the signage. I wish that individual would reconsider, but I can't, nor can we force him to. But I would like him to reconsider if possible, and highly encourage him to. The other thing is, we still have some employees who do not have their vaccinations. I've gotten my booster already. So, let's stay on top of it. Be careful, wear masks, do a good job. I think we've got a great city and things are run right. People ask me all the time, well, you're doing a good job. No, I'm not doing a good job. I have a whole bunch of employees that are doing a great job, and a city council who's doing a great job. And it shows. I've had comments about the streets, how wonderful they are, and that we're getting done. But, everything's going fine. Let's keep it going that way. Oh, and just a matter of information, on Friday at 12:30, Greg and I are going to meet with Elliot Davis here in City Hall. He emailed me, he left me a voicemail last week sometime. I called him back and he actually answered the phone. And he wants to come down. He told me that he hasn't been to Festus since the flood of '93. So he's going to come down. Obviously, I'm sure he has a reason to come down and talk to us. So we're going to talk to him and see if we can't. None of the you paid for it. But anyway, that's everything I have. So I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion's been made. Need a second? Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. This meeting is adjourned.